In the previous video, I tried to connect this USB serial port programming cable that I was given for the Raspberry Pi. I tried to connect that to Windows 10. Now, unfortunately, after some research, this cable didn't work under Windows 10. There's no driver because it's a legacy end-of-life device. Not a problem, didn't cost me anything, it was free. So I went on eBay and I purchased this. The CP, can you see that? 2102 USB module. Again, doesn't work under Windows 10. There's no driver available. So after a bit more research, I found this. Now this is a gold, in inverted commas, serial port USB to TTL. Now, I mean, so it looks like that. Crystal programming chip, some jumpers. There's no instructions with it, but it does have, as you can see, ground, 5 volts, 3 volts, receive and transmit. And lo and behold, there's a Windows 10 driver for it. So let's see whether we can get FLASH Floppy programmed on to the GOTEK for the Tatung Einstein. Righty-ho. So I've got my magnifying glass because I can't see cack. So we've got 5 volts. Let me get my screwdriver and point this out if I can. Where are we? There we go. So we've got 5 volts, 3 volts, transmit, receive and ground. So I think we should do 5 volts for the red. Oh, blimey. That's, no. Cheapo, nasty components. Doesn't go on the cable. And I've bent the pin. Damn. How can we do this? Oh, okay. 5 volts is brown. 3 volts is red. Yeah. Yellow. Oh, look at that, there's only 4 cables. Red. Oh, there we go. Red is 5 volts. Brown as ground, that'll do. And then yellow transmit and orange as receive. Oh, these are the worst cables ever. There we go. So we've got red as 5, 3 volts isn't connected, yellow as transmit, orange as receive and brown as ground. Let me get my GOTEK, which I've just noticed is it's got the sound flopping around on it, which is never good. Okay, so let's open that up. Tidy up my cables because that should have really been in there like that. I don't know, hot snot it in, but I'm still not sure yet because I'm still waiting for a reply for the 3D printed case. And as I previously mentioned as well, the jumper here that's now on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that was on 2 and 3, on 3 and 4 is for drive 1 and drive 0. and for the Einstein and for the Amiga and for the Atari ST it needs to be on DS0 because the 0 drive is the first drive in the system. Okay, now I will get my instrucciones, which I have. Let's move those two out of the way because they're poo, they don't work. Okay, I've got lots of cables everywhere because I've just got to show you this. Just got a nice VGA switch box to use for all my retro RGB computers. Okay, now from my little diagram we have, that goes that way, boot, TX and RX. So RX was orange, so we do orange, yellow, orange and yellow there, and then we do, just let me check with my bad eyes, yeah, red is 5 volts, brown is ground. Okay. You can see that. The TTL serial port programmer, 5 volts, transmit, receive, ground, 5 volts, ground, transmit to receive, and receive to transmit. Okay, let's try plugging it in and see what happens. Now the audio will be different on this because I will do a screen grab and I'm not recording this off my camera, but hopefully you will get the gist of what is going on. Back in a minute. Right, so I've plugged in the USB to TTL serial port converter, and as you can see there, it's appeared as COM3. When it appears, you'll get obviously the bidding on the windows, it finds the driver for it, and you don't get a yellow exclamation mark. So I also right-clicked the properties, just to make sure what the settings were. 19.2, 8 data bits, no parity, 1 stop bit, and as you'll see later on, this is wrong. The non-stop bit should be even. As you can see there, it was set to even on the actual software. So with everything set, click next. The first time you go through this and connect, you'll get a remove protection warning. So click remove protection, say OK to the warning message if you want to erase the device, and then it will tell you that the target is readable and that's your flash size, so make a note. Click next and check to make sure that it shows you you're on the 128K target, which is the same as the screen before. Click next, and then what we're going to do is download a file to the device. So select download to device, click on the little assist edit box and find your FLASH Floppy folder, change to the hex file format and load the GOTEK file. Then what you need to do is click next, and hopefully it'll erase the flash as it did there and it will download. Now this is speeded up about 5 times, so it will take a minute maybe, and once it's downloaded, hopefully you will get a green bar to show that it's been successful. And that's it. You can click close, and that is your FLASH Floppy programmed onto your GOTEK device. And then what you can do is plug in the USB device. Now I've got a little 4 gig one here, as you saw. It's a tiny little stubby cruiser, and what you can do is then format it to FAT32, expand your FLASH Floppy archive that you downloaded for the ROM hex file, and under the examples you'll need the ff.cfg. Now within there you can configure what sort of machine you're using. Now for the Tatung Einstein, I think it's just a generic one and there isn't anything, so I've not modified that file. I've also expanded a couple of Einstein.dsk files. Now FLASH Floppy supports .dsk extended disk formats. Drag some of those over and then tidy up your desktop. That was how to program very quickly for the Tatung Einstein a GOTEK drive. I hope after part 1 of this, which was the failure, that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click on like, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, click the bell icon so you get notified when I upload more videos, and thanks for watching. Good night.